Hey guys, what's up? Of course, you know who it is. It's Black and White Viking. Still don't like that name. It's weird. Every time I make a new name, I just hate it immediately. But that's not the point of this video. As you can see from the title, I had just, literally last night, finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Well, part 1 at least. And I'm here to talk about it because I know JoJo has an interesting fan base. And yeah, I just want to talk about it because I can. So, before we do, I've been thinking, the past few videos I've done, Manifest Season 3, and, what's the other one? Yu-Gi-Oh! 7s. Those videos weren't scripted. For two reasons. One, I'm lazy. And two, I didn't want to do it, which is the same thing, but I'm putting it into two because I don't care. So I thought, if I'm just going to do that, I might as well make a series out of this. Called maybe something like, I don't know, Totally Unscripted. I don't know if that name's taken, but I'm taking it. It's called Totally Unscripted. A lot of my videos are going to be part of this series because I'm too lazy to write a script. So, yeah. Maybe I would change my name Totally Unscripted. I don't know. That'd make no sense. Whatever. So, yeah, let's just talk about JoJo Part 1. Unscripted! Okay. Let's begin JoJo Part 1. I honestly really liked it. And I only really had a few problems with that, which I'll get a little bit later. But for right now, let's just focus on the good stuff. First off, Dio is the best. I'm just saying, Dio is the freaking best. He may kick a dog, and I may love dogs, but I can let that slide because Dio's the best. You want to know why? Because he is. Also, my friend says I look like Dio. I don't look like Dio. I promise you, I don't. Tell me, do I look like Dio? I don't look like Dio. I'm talking to you. You know who you are. I'm not Dio. And also, everyone tells me that I'm wrong when I say this, but I think Part 1... Well, okay, so I also watched a few episodes of Part 2 last night, and I still think Part 1 is better, and I know I shouldn't say that because I only watched a few episodes, but now my friend's mad at me because I keep saying that, and I also think the opening, Part 1 is better than Part 2. He's also mad at me because of that. So my friend's not talking to me currently. No, I'm just kidding. But he probably will stop talking to me. But yeah, let's just begin with the opening of the show. Like not the beginning of the show, but the theme song. There we go. I honestly like the theme song because it mixes the style of anime with animation, and I just think it's done really well. That kind of tells the story throughout. The one part about the theme song I don't like is that it kind of just tells you the story of this first season, or the first part. Like, if you watch it and you pay attention, it's basically just telling you the show without actually telling you, with words and stuff. It's just showing you it, it's cool, but it's also kind of annoying. But it's still really cool. I love the song, especially the JoJo! Yeah, me and my brother can't stop doing that right now. So it's a thing now. It's a family tradition. It's an heirloom. How can words be an heirloom? I will find a way. I promise you. I'm totally unscripted, guys. Like and subscribe. Yeah. Itch my nose because that's all I'm freaking doing today. And I gotta think about what I was talking about. JoJo Part 1, right. Alright, and might I just say, Jonathan's my boy, dude. I mean, he may be absurdly thick in the muscle department, and his face may be small, but he's cool, He reminds me of a mix of Goku and I can't remember his name. He's the guy with the blue hair with the orange suit, and he's extremely strong. And Toriko, I think his name's Toriko. It's a food anime. He reminds me of Toriko mixed with Goku. That's Jonathan Joestar. And I don't know, I always think that. And, I don't know, I just really like the anime of Part 1. It just seems pretty good. Okay, like I said, save the bad stuff for the end. But, I really want to address this. No, for the end. Let's just talk about stuff I liked. Speedwagon, let's start with Speedwagon. Speedwagon's the best boy. I know everyone says that, and I know I'm kind of just playing around. I mean, I like Speedwagon, he's not the coolest guy. But hold on. Here's a spoiler, okay? There's big spoilers here. So if I don't think I said anything about any spoilers before. Maybe I did. I don't know. What's up? What's up with you, Speedwagon? Z Williger, I forgot his name. I think it's Z Williger. Yeah, he just freaking died, and like Speedwagon was like, "Oh, I will carry on your legacy, Baron. Let me take your heart and bestow it upon my head." Like, why am I doing that? I do not know. Why did he just take his hat and just wear it? I know I'm saying I'll address the faults at the end, but this isn't really a bad thing. I'm just so confused. Why would Speedwagon wear the Baron's hat? I mean, what urge gave him to go to a cut-in-half body and go over there, pick his hat up, and put it on? I mean, why? It just happens. It's just there. There's no explanation. He's just wearing it. And it's just like, excuse me? And what? That's just all I need to say about Speedwagon. As cool as he was, I guess cool. What the heck? Why are you just wearing the boy's hat? That's not cool. He just died, man. Have some respect. And also, to the Baron, Z Williger, I think it's like Zy Williger. I know it's Williger, and it starts with Z. That's all I remember. Is it just me, or does he remind me of Val Kilmer? Okay, if you don't know who Val Kilmer is, look up Tombstone. He's the guy on the right. You know, left is Kurt Russell, right, Val Kilmer. I don't know why, he just reminds me of Val Kilmer. And Val Kilmer was also in Batman Forever, I think. He was Batman. Whenever I can't remember his name, I just call him Val Kilmer. It's simple, you know, just call him VK, Val Kilmer, you know? I don't know. No, this is a fault. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of faults at the end. Oof. Well, let's talk about some of those things I liked about Dio, because Dio's kind of my favorite character, kind of not. Like, I do really like Jonathan, but he's such a protagonist. And there's nothing wrong with protagonists, but sometimes it gets a little old with how they usually make them. But I still do like Jonathan, which I'll get to after Dio. Dio, he's just there, you know? You know, like, all these villains always have a motive, like, I must avenge my father, or, you destroyed my clan, I will take my revenge on you, Sub-Zero, or, I don't know, they just have something like that. Dio's just over here like, boy, I don't really care, I'm gonna just usurp your throne, I usurp your place in this, the Joestar family, I'm gonna get all the money, because I'm Dio, I do whatever the freak I want, I'm gonna ruin your life. I'm just like, wow. Dio just does it because he can. It's not like Vegeta where he's like, Kakarot, I will become stronger than you. Dio is just already stronger than Joestar for the most part. And he's just like, oh, you want to fight? Okay. Except, me and my friend were talking, and you remember, if you guys watch it, you know this, but when Dio and Jonathan fought, but this is after Dio kissed Irina, Dio cried, right? And he pulled out a knife. Now, my friend says that, Creeper King 101, just saying, go watch him. He said that he was doing that to make it seem like, to get Jonathan in more trouble by his father. But here's the thing. He was crying, but why would he pull a knife out if he's hoping to get the father's attention? And this is seconded by the thought that when the father does come out, he hides the knife. This bothers me about Dio, more or less, just because Dio's a cool character. He's just that kind of guy. But I don't like how he cried, because there's nothing wrong with crying, but I don't like it when people cry unnecessarily because it's just stupid. And that was one of those moments. But, you know, Dio's still cool. You know, I like how he just becomes the Vampire King. You know, you got the Goblin King, David Bowie, and then you got the freaking Vampire King Dio. They're like two peas in a pod. Except only one's wears super revealing tight pants. David Bowie, RIP, 2018? Or 2016? No, Prince died in 2016, I think. And Bowie died in 2018? I don't know, I don't remember. Oh, Bowie, why'd you have to die? I'm just starting to like you in the movies. Watch Labyrinth, it's a good movie. It's so cool! It's so, I don't know. I don't know what happened to this video. I really don't. And Dio's just, you know, he's cool. I like the look of him. He looks dope, and, you know, he's just there to be a bad guy, and he does it perfectly. And now, I guess we should move on to Jonathan. Jonathan, again, he's just there. He's cool, you know. I like how, when he first saved Irina from those, boys, the way he talked, like, the way he's just like, I didn't do this for your attention. I do this because I'm a gentleman or something. And I was talking about that, like, yeah, most people when they say that, they're doing it, like, yeah, they're trying to be nice, but, you know, this was different. It was new, you know. He wasn't necessarily doing it to be necessarily a good person, or kind of, but he wasn't doing it to get her attention or to do anything. He was just trying to be a gentleman. He had no care for the lady. And I'm not saying it's good or bad, I'm just saying it's different, which is nice. Because if it was something else, it would be like, I don't know, it'd probably start some romance thing, which it kind of did, but it started differently, which is nice, you know? I know I said that multiple times. And what really bothered me is I actually figured this out as soon as the guy did it. Remember the episode where the guy was putting stuff in the furnace and it's like, oh, this filled up faster. I'm like, no, the dog's in there. No, no. And then the banging on it, I was like, no, Dio, how could you? And I'm not even kidding. I called the dog was in there. And my brother was with me. I'm like, dude, the dog's in there. I'm calling it. The dog is in there. And then it was, and it was sad. And it sucked. And I love dogs. Dio, why did you do that, Dio? It's not cool. Yeah. And what else was I going to talk about Jonathan? I don't know. Oh yeah, let's talk about his outfit. Me and my friend were talking, and we were talking about Joseph and Jonathan. Now, I haven't watched much of season 2, or part 2, so don't spoil it. I watched like 1 or 2 episodes. And we were talking about, like, who's cooler, Jonathan or Joseph. And I said Jonathan's cooler because he doesn't wear a crop top. You know, Joseph, he wears a full-on 80s freaking Rocky 3 freaking crop top, you know. Along with his matching scarf and headband. You know, it just... Comment down below, who's better, Jonathan or Joseph? Please do that. Also, Jonathan's cooler because he can pull off a crop top without looking gay. And that's some facts. And, I don't know, like... Some parts, I think we should move on to the bad just because I'm running out of things to say about the good. Let's start with the bad. 1, Z. Williger's death. It was too abrupt. It was way too early. And I really liked how he was like, this is when I die, you know. That was cool. But it didn't necessarily make a lot of sense. I mean, it made sense in the fact that he knew when he was going to die, but, it happened too soon. Like, I didn't get a chance to grow with Z. Williger. Like, I understand that if I rewatch it, I'll probably be more sad when he dies. But I didn't have enough time to grow with him and feel for him, you know? If he died at, like, the season finale or, like, somewhere close to that, that'd be different. But he died really soon, and I was kind of like, ugh, that sucks, but I mean, it's not like I liked him that much. I wanted to, but I didn't, you know? That's a big flaw. And also, there's some other things I want to address, but I don't want to say them just yet because I'm thinking that's more of an end part of the video part. The voice acting. Yeah, I watched dubbed. I watched dubbed because me and my brother, we had to clean our room at the time. So I told him we can't read and clean effectively, so we just listened and watched, you know, the best we could. Voice acting is freaking hilarious. It is so funny. I don't know if I could voice act any better, but it was just me and my friend. We had to pause it sometimes because we were laughing. It was fun. It was definitely fun, but they should have gotten better things. And sometimes the animation a little bothered me just because of how big they were. They were extremely muscular, giant, thick necks, and I can understand why people call them gay, because the art style is a little, And I know some of the newer stuff's a little more questionable, just how the actions and stuff. And this is one of my biggest gripes with the series. JoJo's abrupt death. Again, it's the same thing as Z. Williger. Honestly, I did feel a little sad, but I got over it rather quickly. I think back, and I kind of miss it. You know, I kind of miss him being around, but I didn't like with Z. Williger, I didn't have enough time to like the character. And he died so abruptly. As cool as it was, with him, with Dio and stuff, as cool as it was, like I said, it was way too quick. And I don't know. I wish he would have died a different way. I mean, if they died like that, that'd been cool. I still like that, but I just wish it was a longer season for him, so I could have liked him more, you know? Like, I still think Jonathan's my boy, you know, but I really wish it would have been different, per se. And also, Dio was still alive, which I already called it. Even when he was first killed, like, yeah, Dio's still alive, obviously. And, when they're on the ship, and with Dio and everything, after that episode where he was supposedly killed, I don't know, it just felt a little weird, because it felt like, I don't know. You guys, I'm thinking about making a video on this, but some people know that the Yu-Gi-Oh franchise, the first one, DM, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, America made their own version of it, per se. They actually had Yu-Gi-Oh! With all the American voice actors, but it wasn't them dueling, it was them playing a totally different game in a different world. It kind of felt like that. It felt like it wasn't necessarily needed, and I just didn't understand it. Eventually, I liked it because of how it played out, but at first, I thought it was just going to be really stupid and bad. But it wasn't that bad. But again, JoJo's death was way... I really wanted to like the character more, and I really wished he had more time. And I kind of like Dio was trying to take Jonathan's body. That kind of makes sense, a little Orochimaru tactic right there. But when at the end, I knew Dio was kind of lying, but I felt a little redemption for Dio, saying how he'll be alive forever with Irina. And I know he was just more or less doing it to save his own skin, but he said before that even though they're enemies, even though he doesn't like him, they grew up together, so he has a certain respect for him, and obviously a likeness in his heart. And JoJo, even though he hates Dio, he also still feels something for him deep inside, because that's how they were, that's how they grew up. And like I said, the same for Dio, and he said that, and I felt like there's a little truth to that he could live forever, and he could be with Irina forever. But that's just not how it works sometimes. And even though Dio was mostly trying to save his skin, like I said, I still feel like it was a little redemption for him, which I did like. And I don't know. I guess there's not... And, oh yeah, the part's way too short. It's way too freaking short. I already said that, but this irritates me. Now, yeah, if you want to watch a quick show, because, I don't know, you want to, JoJo Part 1's perfect for you. Because it's only 9 episodes, and it's good, but it could have been better. Now, granted, it'll probably be my favorite, because that's just how I am, but I don't know. Things might change with Series 2, but I doubt that. So... I don't know, guys. I feel like I said a lot of nothing this whole time. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like, totally unscripted videos, they feel weird to do. But, yeah, I guess this would be the end of the video. I don't know, maybe I should make my video scripted, because this is difficult. Or at least I should do, like, PowerPoints that I need to touch on. Anyway, I guess this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Sorry if this is a little weird of a video. I'll probably do the same with the end of Part 2, but that'll probably be better than this. But the one thing I want you guys to do is comment down below one thing. Even if you disagree, I need you guys to comment down that these exact words. Part 1 is the best. Just do it. Even if you don't agree with it, I want you to write it down, because somebody will understand it. So yeah, guys, that's been the end of my video, and I really hope you enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to make more of these kind of videos, you know, because this is the easiest type of videos for me. Little editing, little bit, not a lot of whole stuff, and I am working on other stuff, so don't worry, I'm not being like completely lazy. But even though it's quarantine, I still feel a little busy, even if I'm not necessarily doing stuff. I feel rushed with the plan being like kind of postponed. I feel weird about it. I don't know. But like I said, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys stay around and watch more of my content in the future. And yeah, thanks for watching this 18 minutes about absolutely nothing. Bye, guys.